Ron Serling is the only writer to have won 3 Emmy Awards for Requiem for a Heavyweight, Patterns, The Comedian. We'll talk to him about censorship in television, his fight to say what he believes, and we'll learn what he means by the price tag that hangs on success. What happens when a writer like yourself writes something that he really believes in?
I'm not sure I understand the question. Like, what happens, you mean, in terms of...
Well, we hear a lot about censorship of the writer on TV. We've heard a good
see.
deal about it in your own case especially.
Well, depending, of course, on the thematic treatment you're using, if you have the temerity to try to dramatize a theme that involves any particular social controversy currently extant, then you're in deep trouble.
Mr. Serling, are you all right if we begin?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Whenever you're ready.
There is a fifth dimension, beyond that which is known to man. It is a dimension as vast as space and time. No, as vast as space and as timeless as infinity. The middle ground. The middle ground between light and shadow and... that's all I have.
The case in point, I think, a show I did for the Steel Hour some years ago, 3 years ago, called Luna on Doomsday. It's a story which purported to tell what was the aftermath of the alleged kidnapping in Mississippi of the Till Boy.
Hi, Blanche.
And I wrote the script using black and white initially. Then it was changed to suggest an unnamed foreigner. Then the locale was moved from the south to New England. And I'm convinced they'd have gone up to Alaska or the North Pole and using Eskimos as a possible minority, except I suppose the costume problem was of sufficient severity not to attempt it. But it became a lukewarm, vitiated, emasculated kind of show.
Come on.
Hello, my name is Rodman Serling of the RHQ 511th Division, here in the beautiful and sunny... Currently, parachutes and supplies are being shipped to base. Nourishment... Now watch out!
Hey, Mel, start singing. They quit dropping. Hey, Mel. Mel. Levy?
Long before any foreign nation utilized parachute jumping as a practical form of warfare, Uncle Sam's Air Force had perfected this means of offense.
Fewer than 20 million tons of TNT.
And I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to have to battle sponsors and agencies. I don't want to have to push for something that I want and have to settle for second best. I don't want to have to compromise all the time.
Well, then why do you stay in television?
I think it's criminal that we're not permitted to make dramatic note of social evils as they exist, of controversial themes as they are inherent in our society. I think it's ridiculous that drama, which by its very nature should make a comment on those things that affect our daily lives, is in the position, at least in terms of television drama, of not being able to take this stand. As long as you are not ashamed of anything you write, if you're a writer, as long as you're not ashamed of anything you perform if you're an actor, and I'm not ashamed of doing a television series, but I would rather take the chance and do something I like, something I'm familiar with, Something that has a built-in
It is
challenge
the
to it.
middle
It's
ground.
even possible, though, that if it is a success, it could make well over $2
Between
million.
science and
Right.
4 years of having been faced.
Quite right, but I happen to feel after a year and a half of working 12 to 14 hours a day, it's worth it.
You've got a new series coming up. You are writing as well as acting as executive producer. Who controls the final product? You are the sponsor.
I'm a dramatist for television. This is the area I know. I've been trained for it. I've worked for it for 12 years. And the sponsor knows his product, but he doesn't know mine. So when it comes to the commercials, I leave that up to him. When it comes to the story content, he leaves it up to me.
This is the dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight Zone.